Supporters of former Green Bay Area Public School District Superintendent Claude Tiller Jr. will have an opportunity to formally tell the Board of Education how they feel about the situation surrounding his resignation tonight. Unlike some of the previous board meetings, there will be a public forum session tonight so that the group that is trying to reinstate Tiller Jr. as superintendent will get to speak directly to the Board of Education. The Board of Education unanimously accepted Claude Tiller Jr.'s resignation on February 17th after they had him put on administrative leave for controversial comments he made on an Atlanta talk radio show. This was all done in closed session, which is standard procedure for personnel matters and when the board discusses pending litigation. Tiller Jr. supporters said they're upset that board members didn't publicly support Tiller Jr. and that they accepted his resignation before lawyers publicly released the video recording showing what he said on the radio. More than 1,000 people have signed an online petition to reinstate Tiller Jr. as superintendent. Tonight, we will expect a large group of his supporters to come out to that meeting and speak during the public forum section. Green Bay board members said they did appreciate Dr. Tiller's efforts during his time as superintendent and that they remain committed to the academic goals that Tiller Jr. established during his time here. That full statement is posted on our website at wearegreenbay.com. That meeting tonight begins at 5 o'clock and will immediately go into closed session. The board will reconvene in open session around 6 o'clock. Now, following Tiller's resignation, another board member has followed suit. This all comes as the school board is also clearing up some misinformation regarding the Tiller situation. Local 5's Katie Ryan is live now in our Green Bay studio with the latest details. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Caitlin. Yeah, the Green Bay Area Public School District has released two statements today talking about some recent events with the school board. Amidst former Superintendent Claude Tiller's resignation, board member Lauren Latinen Warren has also resigned. She was appointed to the board back in 2021 and elected to serve a 3-year term. In a statement from board president Laura McCoy, she says, quote, "We wish Laura well in her future endeavors and thank her for her time and dedication to staff, students, and families in the Green Bay Area Public Schools. Laura has been a strong advocate on behalf of all children, and we know that she will continue to serve to effect positive change within our community," end quote. This comes after former Superintendent Claude Tiller Jr. resigned following controversial comments he made on an Atlanta radio show. There was some misinformation circling about the board's investigation in the matter, including when and how the board found out about the comments and how Tiller was treated during the ordeal. Some say the board didn't know about Tiller's show until former board member Ed Dorff brought it up. However, the school board says, quote, "After the show aired on February 6th, the board was made aware of comments made by Dr. Tiller that raised concerns of possible litigation against the district. Allegations that the public forum comments by Ed Dorff resulted in either the investigation or the board's acceptance of Dr. Tiller's resignation are false," end quote. The school board also talked about the decision to accept Tiller's resignation, saying, quote, "The Board of Education and Dr. Tiller mutually agreed that his resignation was the best course of action for both parties. We understand that this is not what some of the community members want to hear. That does not mean we have disregarded concerns regarding equity and equality and the need for the greater understanding and inclusion among all stakeholders," end quote. And the board will also hold a special meeting on March 4th to figure out who they will appoint to Latine Warren's place. For now, live from our Green Bay studio, I'm Katie Ryan. Caitlin, back to you.